There's a miraculous nature of cats, and Allah gives a secret in every animal. So we talked about the reality of the ant, how he communicates and lifts what 30 times to 20 times his weight. How do you do that? And you have little tiny legs and a big belly. Little tiny legs lift 20 times or 30 times his weight. So Allah wants us to know that, I don't know why you people think it's so difficult. It's because maybe people lack faith. But then look at the cat, that the cat catches things by its zikr. They don't like too much to be touched, they don't want too much affection because they got work to do. When they begin to make their zikr, they can clean out a space that they know when negative and nefarious energies are entering. As soon as they begin their zikr, they can start to attack and to capture things. And spiritual things don't like cats because of their very powerful dhikr. They can come near somebody and begin through sound therapy heal somebody. They say the bone which is the most difficult part of human body to heal, that takes so much time, the purring and the dhikr of the cat heals the bones. What about then things that are moving through humans, because the unseen world is 10 times our world, for people not to be disturbed. But jinn are not only creatures that come and say hello to you, the jinn world means the snakes, the roaches, spiders, jinn creatures that we can't imagine, 10 times the human race. So your home is filled with these creatures. This is what gives people disease and sicknesses and difficulties. If it attaches to people, it makes them to be in pain or sickness and difficulties. What's one of the powers of the cat? They clean out these things. So the cat comes into an environment and look like he's jumping around, running around when he's a little bit more mature, but all night long he's catching things. So by daytime he has to recharge his battery like the jinn world, because he's active when they're active because he's dealing with them. So in daytime you see him sleeping, so oh, this guy's sleeping, this is a worthless tenant, he doesn't even pay rent. But he's sleeping to recuperate because all night long he was cleaning the house with his zikr and chasing and doing every kind of thing, and he doesn't need to do much, he just sit, he start making dhikr, his zikr can capture and begin to capture creatures. So may Allah gave this in a cat. You don't think insan whom has at least the knowledge to read the kitab and the book and make their connection with Prophet how powerful they are. Then a UFO guy came, and a very famous UFO guy, he sat down and said, okay tell us, you talk so much about UFOs, how do you communicate with UFOs? And he says, this is all subconscious work. You literally train, meditate, you can send your spirit into their ships and communicate with them. He literally was trying to teach muraqabah on Sci-Fi channel, because they're understanding. Science people are at least now understanding, wait, we are a very powerful being. Are you telling me you're just relying on this flesh and blood for something? But Allah gave us, especially people whom believe and follow Prophet immense power. That when you connect and you make the connection, that where you can send your soul and what that soul can do, and there's not a thing moving in these areas that the soul of awliya are not watching, monitoring and entering. They enter into every area, there is nothing restricted for them. There's no restricted area. Their soul enters and monitors everything. This is Allah's izzat and might. So imagine then the power and the power of the soul. Then you understand, if you really understood the power of the soul, why are they making us dumb? Why are they giving us these devices? Why are they putting on these ridiculous TV shows and social media apps? Why? So that God forbid you should ever open your heart and your spiritual ability. You would enter into all of their areas, you would monitor and see exactly what they're doing, especially those whom have a key to the heavens because they believe in La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah, most powerful key in all of creation. That's why they don't want it and they don't like it, and they say, use this social media, use these devices, so that never open your heart. But a day is coming and they can't keep that hidden forever, inshaAllah. People will be astonished how much they were lied to and how much power the soul has, how much power the heart has. And they were fed trash instead of the treasures of the heavens. That's when a great revolt will begin, when people are really awakened to see what has been sort of what type of a hood was put upon their head, of what the potentials of the soul and this entire creation, its potential and its ability, and to be limited to the garbage that's being offered and the realities that are being offered from dunya. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al Fatiha.